Okay, now I'm ready to divide up to the next level. Now at this point, it's getting serious. I'm at 6. I tend to not push my division levels past 7. Once you start going into 8, that's when you can have low memory issues or crashing. So 6 is really getting close to the area where I want to start doing my stronger detail, my tighter detail. And then 7 at that point, I'm going to consider it, I'm at the end of the rope. So I'm going to once again just go over the model. What you'll also find too is as you go up and increase into the next division, sometimes your intensity tends to be a bit too strong for that particular brush, so you need to lower it a little bit. In this case, we already lowered it, so it happens to be handling fairly well for me. One of the secrets when working with stylized or whimsical design is having sort of chiseled, angular line work. So you want to always think about that. You don't want everything to be perfectly smooth and round and too too clean. At that point, it becomes looking like a plastic toy that you just bought in the store. It takes away the uniqueness and the fun of the whole idea of style and whimsical. All right, so building that up, what I want is to definitely have a center mass here in the cranium. So I'm going to build that area up. And again, just adding some texture throughout. And I'm going to slightly carve down around that area of the skull. One thing that you'll need to understand and learn as you begin your journey through ZBrush and art in general, especially in 3D, is to try not to be perfect. All right? When you approach the creative process from an architectural standpoint, where you're trying to make everything precise and perfect, it's just not going to work. Your work is going to look very boring and antiseptic. It's going to be missing that personal flair. It's going to essentially be missing the fingerprints that you would have in the clay. And again, it's going to look store-bought. And so you want to just be experimental as an artist. You want to just let the creativity flow. And it's okay to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. A lot of times I'll go into a model, I won't even know how I'm going to approach it. I have no idea. So you can imagine the pressure that's on me when I have to instruct something and explain. But it always comes through. Just have fun with it. If it doesn't come out right, you do it over again. That's part of the art process, right? How many times has Leonardo repainted over his paintings? We're just now finding out that a lot of the paintings have actually underpaintings. So I'm going to still bring this down because it definitely came out much higher than I wanted it to. But I'm not worried because I haven't used my move tool, and that's where I can get a lot more of that ability of pushing the object down. So I'm just sculpting it down in a negative mass right now. So I want to define the eyebrows or the eye sockets just a little bit stronger. And get our nose bridge going. Awesome. A lot of times I won't smooth at this stage, and the reason for it is because when I go to my next level, I'm going to get a bit of smoothing, and if I'm too smooth now, and then I go up to the next division level, it's going to definitely lose all of its characteristics and flavor. I can always smooth and then go back to the higher division level if I need to, but you'll normally find that you don't need to do that. All right, so now I want to start making some definite changes. My skull is obviously too deep in the neck area, So for our needs, this needs to come all the way in. And I'm just going to do it by sculpting in the negative as opposed to pushing it with the move tool. Let's see how we're looking there. That's not too bad. Just take away a bit more. Again, we're essentially working with digital clay, so have fun with it that way. Okay, that's not bad. And then here's the cool part. So now obviously we've got all these kind of like cut marks and what have you. I'm going to lower my intensity and just go over that, and that makes it nice and hand done again. And kind of the same thing going up on top. So I'll do the same thing here. Okay, at this point I'm going to add a little bit of the uniqueness using asymmetry in the next lesson.